Hi Pisces, welcome to your October 2018 love reading. It's Rena here. I'm shuffling the cards. Okay. So in this particular reading, we have all minor arcana cards. It's possible that we're dealing with a situation that is ongoing and is just like, you know, if I had gotten half of them major arcana, there might be like a major shift in October, but perhaps this is something that you are dealing with and trying to make sense out of. If you are single, this can indicate the influences around you. For instance, this is the focal point of the reading, which is the Knight of Wands. This connects to Sagittarius, and so perhaps this is going to be the person that you meet, or somebody that is of a fire element. So the demeanor is very lively, and the person has very blunt speech, and they tend to be very full of enthusiasm. And if this is somebody that you're already involved with, this person may have a fear of commitment. I mean, you may have been seeing this person for months, and in some cases there may be this tendency to wonder whether or not the person even wants to be in a committed partnership altogether, because this person may have commitment issues a little bit, even though they have this wonderful childlike nature, a lot of creativity perhaps, and energy. I always associate this with Aries myself, which is the other fire sign besides Leo and Sagittarius. But that kind of real masculine energy, this is a double masculine energy, and definitely somebody who energizes you. But if you're someone who has been kind of twiddling your thumbs and waiting for them to make that ultimate commitment, you may be waiting quite a while. And actually, speaking of waiting, this is at the foundation of the reading, and this is actually the farmer's card, waiting for the harvest, waiting to see if the energy that you've put into something is going to bear fruit. And sometimes it does. Sometimes it's a matter of allowing time to get to know someone. It's not just saying, oh no, this can never happen. Because some people really love their individuality and their freedom, but they don't want to be without you forever. So it's not like they're going to just turn their nose up to being with you permanently. But it's just that idea of it, you know. And the thing, I want to talk about this card because this is the challenge card, and this is the Eight of Wands. And this is like trying to get something off the ground, but it seems like it's always delayed. To me, this could even be the upright position being a challenge position, because this is about things happening very quickly, and sometimes things happen too quickly. So if you have been in a relationship with somebody and maybe they pressured you to move very quickly, to even if you have perhaps moved in with somebody very quickly, and yet you feel like maybe they're not being faithful. You were assuming you were going to get married and you're just living with the person. I want to make that clear when I'm being kind of facetious when I say just living with them, because really it's the same thing. One is a legal situation and the other isn't. But don't fool yourself into thinking that it's more casual, because it's going to complicate your life just as much if you move in with somebody. And if you don't know them very well, that can be problematic, because that person, if they are trying to pressure somebody into moving in with them, you have to wonder why that is. So there may have been too much haste for whatever reason, and that has caused there to be problems. There may have been some kind of premature type of intimacy, and that has caused problems. Physical intimacy too early, and then the relationship never takes off from there, because this is almost like something not getting off the ground, and maybe you thought that that would kind of seal the deal, and it didn't, and it just stayed at that level. So that's kind of the scenario that I see with these three cards as the core. Now, as the higher message, the spiritual message, we have the Six of Wands, another fiery card. So I really feel like you're dealing with an earth sign, I'm sorry, with a fire sign individual. And if it's not their sun sign, they have it prominent, and it's very apparent in the way that they go through life. They're very passionate. You're very emotional, being a water sign, but there's a difference there. You're more like personal about it, and they're just kind of like, in the lower sense, they could be very full of drama. But also it can be very enticing, because there might be this sense of them being very expressive and fun to be around. And the higher message with the Six of Wands is about receiving, taking a bow and receiving your accolades. And this is usually a career card that has to do with, people noticing your talents and praising you for your talents. What is it doing showing up in a love reading? Well, if we kind of like analyze it in terms of your love life, and this could be for single Pisces or committed Pisces, or trying to be committed in this case, you have to be willing to receive positive strokes from people. And if you have been involved with somebody and it's like kind of trying to pin them down because they are so hard to pin down, there may be more to that story. Perhaps you yourself have a difficulty accepting praise, accepting the kind of true love that a relationship that is respectful would offer you. And sometimes people are attracted to these unattainable people, or these hard to get a hold of people, because secretly they don't think they deserve real love, or they may be afraid of intimacy themselves. I tend to feel that way many times when I'm hearing people complain, and most of the people I deal with are women, about men who are unwilling to commit, or that they can't get a hold of them half the time. That, to me, is something like, if I put myself in their shoes and I was trying to deal with somebody and they were not available, I would just be like, okay, bye, Felicia. I'd be done with it, because it's just not something that interests me. It doesn't attract me to be with somebody who is not totally into me. And that's the kind of thing that I think is important. And for people who don't have that, same sense of discernment, that can lead to continue to chase somebody who is being elusive. The practical advice is the Page of Pentacles, and this can be some kind of a message. I'm even wondering too with this card if there is an earth sign in the picture perhaps in your life, and maybe this is somebody who you dealt with in the past. Now in October we're going to have a Venus retrograde, and that is one of those transits where an old love may come back. This could be an earth sign individual. I'm thinking specifically of your opposite sign, Virgo, because pages can be messages, and messenger is Mercury, and Mercury rules Virgo. Pentacles are all earth signs, so the other earth signs are Taurus as well as Capricorn. And this could be a situation where somebody comes back into the picture, at least maybe emailing you, phoning you, and this person is more down to earth than the Knight of Wands. So you may feel like this person has a more stabilizing effect on you. I think the Knight of Wands individual is very exciting, but not very stable. There's a chaotic element of the Knight of Wands. But sometimes, see, this is one of those other things. Sometimes people are attracted to chaos because they come from a background of it. So it's very familiar to them. It doesn't really turn them off because it's something that they have experienced in their life in one way or the other. So it feels like home. And the page can be a new beginning with an earth sign. Now this is more of practical advice. So I'm thinking that it's even talking about you communicating with this earth sign individual. Or if they are in the picture, that you consider forming a relationship with this person. If they are somebody that you're interested in, obviously, and they seem like they're on the up and up, what is coming in is represented by the Page of Cups. Yeah, I wanted to just reiterate that pages connect to new beginnings in a way like, or early stages, the way that an ace would. And the page can also be a message. So this could be that you are having communications with somebody that start out very maybe just more, I don't know, down to earth and business-like. Perhaps you even meet this person if you're starting a new job, and then they become more about the romance. The cups relates to emotions, and there can be this sense that you are connecting to them emotionally. With the Knight of Wands, we're talking about sexual passion. Okay, wands can connect to that, okay, but the cups connect to your soul, your heart, okay, and that is the difference. And actually, if you look at this card, this is you. That's why it has a fish. So, I don't know, could it be another Pisces, two Pisces hooking up? That would be quite interesting. I don't know if I know any people that are both Pisces in relationships. I don't know if I've ever met anybody like that. And the outcome is the Six of Pentacles. So very interesting, because the number 6 is a number that is connected to the earth. I mean, I was thinking of Pentacles. It's a number that's connected to Venus and therefore to love. And to, if you think about the 6th house, in astrology, it's the house of Virgo, and it has to do with service to others and order and health. And so again, I'm thinking of the sign of Virgo with this, another, you know, because we have another Pentacles here. But regardless of who this is, with the Six of Pentacles, it's about getting what you give, getting what you deserve. And if you have found, Pisces, that you give of yourself fully, which I would not be surprised if most of you do, you may always feel like you're not getting back what you give, and it might feel frustrating. And I don't feel that many Pisces people are trying to give to get. I think you truly are sacrificial, and you are a natural healer, and you want the best for people, but it would be so nice for Pisces to receive energetically as much as they put into relationships, because so many of you put your soul into your love relationships, and you deserve to have somebody give their heart to you as well. And it looks like this is one of those exchanges. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pisces. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If you'd like a private reading, please click on the link below. Have a great October. Bye.